Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Talisa Ryder. The federal gov has announced almost $15 billion in new saving measures to offset continued spending. Tomorrow's budget update will show the nation's finances are back in deficit. Labor says unavoidable spending such as pensions will put pressure on the budget, but Finance Minister Katie Gallagher says the government is doing its best to balance the books.
So over the past 2.5 years, at every budget or budget update, we've found savings, we've reprioritised, and we've dealt with billions and billions of dollars in ongoing spending that was never provided for. We've also delivered, importantly, the biggest structural saves to the budget, aged care and NDIS.
$1 billion will be spent on the National Disability Insurance Scheme after years of arguments over who qualifies and cost blowouts. The federal government is working to rehire 1,000 more staff to help crack down on fraud as part of its wider spending program to be revealed in the mid-year budget update. Australia has agreed to continue training Ukrainian troops until the end of 2025. The war with Russia has been high on the agenda during talks between the Defence and Foreign Ministers and their British counterparts. Defence Minister Richard Marles says it's important Australia continues to do its part.
We will extend our participation in Operation Interflex through till the end of 2025 as part of an ongoing contribution that we continue to make to the support of Ukraine, and we do so very much with the leadership of the United Kingdom.
Cocktail ingredients used at a resort in Fiji are en route to Australia for testing after several people fell ill. 4 Aussies were among those hospitalised after consuming the drinks. 2 are now back in Sydney. Tourism Fiji says an extensive investigation is underway. And Australia's first ever rover to head to the moon is in the works. The federal government is funneling $42 million into creating a semi-autonomous device which will be sent on a NASA mission later this decade to collect soil. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, former rivals and Wimbledon finalists Nick Kyrgios and Novak Djokovic will team up in the doubles at the Brisbane International. It'll be Kyrgios' first ATP-level match in 18 months. And day 4 of the third men's test is underway at the Gabba, with Australia chasing quick wickets ahead of the forecast rain. In entertainment news, Cardi B has offered a new insight into her complicated relationship with estranged husband Offset. The rapper telling fans on a recent Instagram Live that she and the father of her 2 kids have been peaceful and are working towards healthy co-parenting. Fans have been left divided after the Yellowstone season finale. Many were left unhappy with how creator Tyler Sheridan ended the Dutton family story, some viewers comparing it to the controversial ending of Game of Thrones. And sticking with hit shows, we finally have a release date for the next season of The White Lotus. The Emmy-winning series is set to make a return to our screens on February 16, with K-pop superstar Lisa set to make her acting debut in the show. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast newsroom. We'll have another episode of The Update for you later on.